If you'd like to see more of our videos, please subscribe to our channel on YouTube or follow us here on Instagram. Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMtrading. Today's December 13th, 2019. And today is Friday morning, so looking at the major economic events of the day, later on at 3:30 South African time out of the United States, we have core retail sales numbers coming out. Now, this has been quite a week. Yesterday, we had general elections in the United Kingdom, and it looks like Boris Johnson has won it with a landslide, and the markets exploded. Okay, British pound actually exploded to the upside together with the euro. We're going to take a look at that where we haven't been in areas in quite some time. Now, as a result, also the Dow Jones also set new record highs yesterday, also on U.S. and China tariff hopes. Now, we're going to look at that as well, looking at the commodities. Gold is steady, but the question is how much longer, because the Dow Jones goes up, gold generally goes down, and that's something to look out to. Oil looks like it's setting up a nice uptrend. It's at $59 a barrel. We're going to take a look at that as well. Now, talking about the stocks, the bank stocks exploded yesterday. JP Morgan, Bank of America, new all-time highs, unprecedented. I mean, what is going on in the markets right now, I haven't seen since the 1980s. Okay, this is really tremendous what's been going on. But let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're jumping here into the Euro USD at a 4-hour chart. You can see down here. And we rallied nicely yesterday, very volatile as we expected, to our resistance. And this is what I mentioned yesterday in the morning review. Just know your levels, okay? And right here at resistance, we're feeling some turbulence. And this may be a fade opportunity, which means that it may correct itself after this nice little rally up, or call it like a little bit of a spike. I mean, it's more than a spike. It went from 111, 110-ish level to 179-ish level and 111.70-ish level, which is a nice 60 to 70 pip move. Now, this may have this fade opportunity, which means it may just spike right back down, as this is more of a news-related trade with what's going on with the general elections in England. Now, looking at the GBP USD. Now, this is a monthly chart, okay? And the reason I'm bringing up this monthly chart is because I want you guys to see where we traded yesterday, leading up to it as well, relative to Brexit. This is Brexit. Okay, this is 3 years ago, excuse me, 3.5 years ago in the summer of 2016. And this is really it right here. Okay, that is Brexit right there, this massive sell-off. Now, over the last month and a half, we've had a massive rally here, correctional move on the GBP, as you could see down here. Now, we are hitting a little bit of a resistance level at this 135-ish level. And this is really a big area for us to break. Okay, so the correctional, if it continues to correct itself, it may, make a reversal here, as potentially it was hitting a little bit of traction last time around this area. Okay, several times around this area, we did hit some challenges. Next real resistance level, 136-ish level, but that's something to consider. A lot of hopes are hanging on this vote for Boris Johnson. The Brexit will actually come through. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, I'm not that intelligent to let you know. But the markets are responding quite positively for it. Okay, so with that said, something to consider as we look in today. Now, looking at gold, unchanged. Okay, 1466, been very, very quiet. We did have a little bit of volatility yesterday, as you could see. But right now, we're back at our levels, 1466. I'm suffice it to say, I'm still bearish on gold, okay, but it hasn't gone down. So, just staying away from it might be the safest thing. Now, jumping into oil, we're setting up a nice channel, upwards trend channel here, okay, with breaking to this 59-ish area. Now, we have had the $60 area be a relative resistance area. It's been kind of choppy trading, so I've shied away from it from our past daily reviews over the last couple of weeks, if you noticed, just because it's not trading with tremendous character. Okay, it is very choppy. It is moving upwards, but very choppy. Okay, a lot of choppiness throughout this time, so it's harder to trade. However, okay, and this is what I'd rather focus my time on, the Dow Jones, okay, gapping up this morning to 28,259. Okay, I kept on saying this. I have a target for 30,000 by the end of the year. Maybe we'll hit it, maybe we won't hit it, but that's my target. Okay, looking at the bank stocks, so JP Morgan, 137. Mr. Morgan would be very proud of where his company is trading right now and its status in the financial sector. I mean, it is leading the way. Okay, 137.99, $138. I mean, just to give you a perspective, since last summer we were trading at 112. And we've gone up over $25. And this is not a small stock, okay? To move it from $112 to $137 is significant because it's such a big company, okay? So with that said, okay, if it's going to 137, it's going to 150, okay? That's my target for this, for the next few weeks at least, until we hit some sort of turbulence, and we'll discuss it on our webinar for 2020 outlook. And we'll discuss some of the potential dangers of 2020. Now, looking at Bank of America, same story, $34.43, plowing through that resistance. Now, it was hugging it. It wasn't breaking down when the markets were selling off. This was relatively strong, okay? And this is why I like to highlight this, okay? There's relative strength versus the market, and that's one of our greatest tools to trade the market. Meaning when the market was selling off to 27,900-ish level, it stayed put. It didn't sell off relatively, okay? Showing you relative strength compared to the general market. And when the market goes up, it's the first thing to go up, okay? And sure enough, this is that case in point, both JP Morgan and the Bank of America, which is the bank sectors. Now, looking at some of the other stocks, Microsoft also made all-time highs yesterday, pushing it up to 152. Apple is still on its all-time highs at 270, not breaking out higher. Okay, so there's a little bit of rotation happening again, where most of the focus is going on the bank stocks. Facebook actually selling off, okay, showing some relative weakness here. Okay, more due to some of its regulatory issues, okay, some of its Libra issues, as things are progressing there against Facebook. Okay, so that's something to consider going into the end of the year. So looking at today's markets, altogether, we're still very strong. We may see a correction in the Euro USD as a response to yesterday's fade opportunity. Okay, so just keep in mind. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish everybody a great trading day and a beautiful weekend. Thank you.